Have you been wondering what to do with all those tea lights that you have? Well, your questions are answered. We have Linda Bodo of Absolute Bodo to take us through a whole bunch of different ideas to work with tea lights and maybe even some vases here. Linda, you have some great ideas.
Awesome. I would be delighted to show you what to do with tea lights. But you know what, Tasha? This is a little more than just tea lights. This is using up all those scraps of wood that have been sitting in your garage or your workshop or under the stairs or outside or whatever. I love, love, love this project because it is the ultimate recycler. As you can see, you can finish them up any way you want. Ordinary craft paint. You can stain them. You can bling them up with a little bit of, these are just wood discs.
And this was just a fence post.
It was a 4x6 fence post. And this one was a 4x4 fence post. Now, you can get a little bit fancy schmancy once you get, you know, adept at using the tools. And you can do like really funky stuff like this.
You really can.
Still using the same principle, leftover pieces of wood, you're drilling holes, you're just making it a little more fun, that's all. This is going to be your drill bit that you're going to use to make the majority of your holes. Now, this is called a Forstner bit. Forstner bits are a little more expensive than spade bits, but the reason that I like using them is because it will give you a perfectly flat bottom. Now you're going to start with your Forstner bit, which happens to be 1.5 inches in diameter. And the reason you want 1.5 inches in diameter is that is the exact same size as a tea light. So we're going to line this up with our Forstner bit. We're going to take a wee bit of masking tape and we're just going to mark on here how deep we need to go. And it looks like it's going to be right about there. So what happens now is when you're drilling away, you're only going to go up to that mark and then you'll know you're at the exact same depth every time. So what we're going to do is figure out the middle of our 3.5 inch piece, which is 1 3/4 inches. So if you just want to take a pencil and make a mark at 1 3/4, perfect. And then we'll do another one down here. Alrighty. Now what you're going to do is join these two pieces, these two marks that you've done with a single line. So if you just want to make a straight line all the way down there, perfect. And that is the exact center of your piece of wood. First step is don your goggles and you are going to drill a hole. I'm just going to line this up for you as deep as the masking tape. All right? So you just get started like this and you're just going to keep on going till you've penetrated the wood up to the masking tape. That's probably good.
So Linda, now that we've drilled the 3 holes, what's next?
The next thing you're going to do is give it a little bit of a sand. You just kind of, you know, want to get rid of some of the rough bits and pieces. So now that you've got your holes finished, all that's left is the fun part.
The finishing.
The finishing, absolutely. Now, this is a 4x4 fence post, but it's the exact same principle as the 2x4. I just fussed this up with upholstery studs.
That's cool.
Now you can find these at upholstery supply places, but you can also find them at like fabric stores and that sort of thing on a smaller scale, or hardware stores. And the easiest thing in the world to put on, because basically you just hold it in place and whack it with your little hammer.
Oh.
Super easy.
One of my favorite ones, this one here to finish this one. What's involved?
All that you need to do is harvest a few twigs and branches. I've gone everywhere from like 1.5 inches in diameter to like 1/4 inch in diameter. You can slice these on the bandsaw, or you can just use these great pruners and slice away.
Okay.
Really, really easy to do. All I used was glue gun to adhere this onto the wood. When you're gluing wood on wood, hot glue is super fantastic.
And here you go, a lot of tea light holder ideas.
Absolutely. These are fun to do. You're going to love it. And you know what? This is a great project to do with kids as well, supervised. As long as you are drilling the holes, they can do all the finishing. It works out absolutely awesome. Once again, fabulous gift and perfect for the garden. Absolutely perfect.